Welcome back, everybody. And I kind of tentatively got my green screen set up, but like I said, I find this weird because I'm not understanding why it looks like my ponytail is cut off or why it looks like I'm not looking at the camera. I don't know what the heck is going on. Oh, it's smashed in my headphones. Okay, got it. I don't like it. Anyway, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Sorry again. It's like I said, each time I start doing something new and making sure that I am efficiently, effectively, and correctly coming at you so that we don't get a lot of you sacrifice one thing to get to another, basically. So that's what's happening here. Um, I'm using my iPhone to record directly from StreamYard onto YouTube. Now, obviously, YouTube would like that I use them, but you can't really use YouTube until you monetize or you get to a certain level. So there's levels of this shit, and hopefully y'all respect me through the game and come through with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play. I love that song. But anyway, today on Each One Teach One, I thought that I would give you more information on diabetes because diabetes affects our African American culture a lot more than you realize. And it is now affecting the white culture because people are gaining so much weight. Now, I know that for me, I had gone on a cruise last October, and it was really the first time I had been out to like be around public. You know what I'm saying? Be around the public much. But when I went on this cruise, I mean to tell you, everybody, their husbands, boyfriends, and even some singles were on a little scooter, like that wheelchair that looks like a motorcycle. And they were my age, your age, our ages, and they were just scooting around. And I'm thinking to myself, damn, that ain't even cute. If you want to roll up and ask somebody, hey, I give them a social security check on the 9th and the 15th, boy, bye. What you need to do is be in the gym, exercising. I don't care if you think I'm fat shaming. I ain't saying shit about you being fat. What I am saying is you're not being healthy. You're not taking care of your damn self. Crazy. Just crazy. You want to eat shit. You don't have a lifetime of macaroni and cheese, greens, fried chicken, and grits. What you need is a little salad in your bowl, a little spinach, egg whites. You can have a little Jimmy Dean sausage up in that piece, but you need to learn how to do this crap because we just had a segment where we were talking about celebrities and some people choosing to die based on issues. We were also talking about people being subject to death because of things that were mentally capacitating. But now we're talking about choices that you can make to your health based on what you put in your mouth, your Abdullah oblongata. Well, that's jaw in Africa. But anyway, point being is, if you don't take care of you, who's going to do it? Now, I'm bringing on this subject about um, each one teach one diabetes and technology because I want to show y'all. See this right here? That's my freestyle libre. Love it because let me tell you what it does. What it does is, well, first of all, there are several freestyle libres, and if you don't know, look it up. Free FREE style STYLE libre LIBRE. And if you don't have it, you need to get it. Now, back in the day when people took their blood sugar, everybody had to have, prick, blah, blah. Now you don't prick your fingers, child. You put this little sensor thing in and you inject it. It comes in this little thing like this. Like, here's my old one. So it comes in, this is the box, but it comes in this little inject thing. And the thing is in there and it looks like this. This one was defected, so I'm sending it back. But it comes like this, and it has this little thing right here. It looks like a straw. I know for those of you on the platforms, you can't see it, but it's like this little. It's like a when this is in here. This injects into your skin, and it's like a straw, and it sucks the blood in there. And when it sucks the blood in there, it stays inside of there, and it actually is why you don't have to prick your finger anymore, because you use your phone. There's an app, and I put it up to my little sensor, and it beep takes my blood sugar. The 3 is bomb. Okay, so the Freestyle Libre 3, OMG, OMG, OMG. The only problem is I'm kind of like a nerd. And anytime you give me a little piece of technology, I'm just going to fondle with it until I get the hang of it. Chat GPT is one example, but this is amazing. So when you enter this Freestyle Libre into your arm, it teaches you where to do it, how to do it, and why it falls out. But if you do it correctly, it won't fall out. You can take a shower in it and everything. But when you put it in, you have to wait 24 hours. Like, you will have presumably gotten out of the shower, dried your arm off, use an alcohol swab, and then let that dry, and then you insert it. And then you don't take a shower for another 24 hours. So it has to sit for 24 hours. Now, when you first put it in, you scan it, and it says scan complete. Your sensor will be available in 1 hour. So it times down from an hour because it has to get the blood in there and so on and so forth. But what I love about the Freestyle Libre is you don't have to keep putting your phone up there to check your blood sugar. Child, it holds you accountable. Now, I'm going to talk about those of us who want to pretend like we don't have diabetes and that I can eat a whole Snicker bar and not have to have any repercussions and altercations. But you do. Because when you use the Freestyle Libre 3, this mofo ain't playing with you. It's saying, okay, you don't have any reason not to be on top of your blood sugar. What it does is it scans it that first time. After the 60 minutes is up, it'll tell you what your blood sugar is. Like right now, mine is saying critical. Signal, oh, wait a minute, signal loss. Why is it a signal loss? I don't know why it lost signal. See, because for some reason, I don't know why it lost signal. I think it's because I turned my phone off, to be honest. So I turned my phone off and it said it lost signal. So hopefully it'll catch back up. But early this morning, I had eaten. I followed the serving amount on the box of some raisin bran because my sugar was low for me. It was like 113. And in the morning time, that's low for me. So basically, long story short, I ate a 3/4 cups of Raisin Bran Crunch, and I drink oat milk. Now, I usually get unsweetened oat milk, but the oat milk has sugar in it, and of course, cereal is your nemesis. It will kill you. I will kill you. So you can't eat cereal. Is if you're diabetic, cereal just will mess you up. So I'm on a mission because I love cereal to find something that's comparable that will satisfy my cereal thing. And if y'all know, hit me up. Let me know. But child, let me tell you what happened. I was sitting there, and again, I watched my sugar go up and go down. Now, mind you, I get up this morning and I was kind of pissed off because I got up to get dressed, got ready, shit, shower, shampooed. And after I get done, it had gone from 113 to 173, and I hadn't eaten anything. But keep in mind, with diabetes, activity induces your blood sugar. That's the reason why before you go to exercise, you gotta have, it's kind of a conundrum, but you have to get yourself in a better target zone. And a good target zone is anywhere from 99 or some cases 89 to 150. Because when you go to exercise or do any type of movement, your blood sugar skyrockets up for the first 30 minutes before it shoots back down. So that's important to know. Even, excuse me, if you haven't put any food in your body, it will do that. So, excuse me, that's unfortunate. But I still feel sometimes a little, it's not that I felt shaky, but I was hungry, so I needed to eat. And because I was rushing, and that's why it's all a matter of taking care of you, your body, and how you do what you do, because you got to take care of you. Because if you don't take care of you, then we know what it could be your demise. My mom passed away of kidney failure due to complications from diabetes. So I'll get into that. But what I wanted to say is, when I ate that cereal, even though it was the right proportions for what the box said I could eat, I was driving down the street, and I decided to look at my blood sugar because it's taking into account. I don't even have to scan it. It just it knows like 5 minutes later is this, 5 minutes later is that. So it goes from green, which is good, that's in your zone, yellow, which is medium, and either it could be going up or down, or red. Now in the yellow, it'll go, if it's an arrow pointing up, that means it's rising. If it's an arrow going straight, it means it's level. If it's an arrow pointing down in the yellow, that means it's coming down. So you know where your blood sugar is headed. But it skyrocketed up so high because of that damn Raisin Bran Crunch, which I love. Anyway, it was off the Richter. And when I say off the Richter, high was 350. And I was like, oh my God, I've never seen it this high on my Freestyle Libre. But that's because, mind you, the accountability factor on the regular Freestyle Libre and the Libre 2, I don't know if the Libre 2 does what the Libre 3 does because I skipped over that and the pharmacy just gave me the 3. But the 1 is what I had. And the 1 made you have to constantly scan your arm. But with that being said, with this one, you do not have to do that. And because you do not have to do that, the thing of it is that it will constantly continue to take your blood sugar for you. And so Chai was going up and up and up, and I was just like, now let me say this: have no fear. When your blood sugar goes up in number, it will not kill you because it went up. You can go into a diabetic coma, and there's really no justification on what can trigger that. You just need to be mindful. However, there's more danger in it dropping. With that being said, the numbers are very important because over a period of time, they're deteriorating your organs, your sales, all these different things. And you definitely don't want to have that happen because once they get to a certain point, there's no returning. However, if you are in a place where you've been diagnosed with diabetes and you have had some issues that have created other issues, you can get yourself healthy and back on point because your body has the ability to heal itself. That's how we were wonderfully made. So with that being said, that Freestyle Libre 3, y'all need to get up on that right there. You see the commercials right now talking about the 2, and it is a 2 week sensor. One thing I will admonish is as you're trying, as I'm watching my sugars go up and down, it's making me accountable and saying, oh shoot, I don't want to eat. But keep in mind, I got the Ozempic, which we talked about last week, and the Ozempic makes you not want to eat. So you're constantly battling with certain things. So what I normally do is I cut up fruit or I have fruit because it's better to eat fruit than chocolate cake or a candy bar. But I have Snickers mini fun size piece pack candy bars in my refrigerator just in case, and little Tootsie Rolls like the midgets just in case. And I'll eat 3 or 4 of those if I drop, because 3 or 4 of those, now what you're counting are your carbs. Now, a lot of these people out here get on my nerves that don't have diabetes and don't know nothing about it. And they want to say, oh, you can eat carbs. Carbs ain't nothing wrong. But you can't eat carbs if you're diabetic, period. It's the poison and the devil, I tell you. So you can't. You can't eat carbs, period. You can, but you just need to know which ones you can eat. And a lot of the food has carbs in it, but for the most part, they need to be high in fiber and they have to be very low in complex carbohydrates. So just to kind of give you an idea in regard to what I'm talking about, users can see real-time data on their glucose, which I love with the Freestyle Libre 3. It makes you prompt in handling high blood pressure or blood sugar or low blood sugar. Now, I don't take insulin. Thank you, Jesus. I think insulin for people that are on insulin, it could cause, a lot of issues in terms of your, like, uh, what am I trying to say? It can create problems regarding your, just your body, your chemistry, and how it works with you, and it can, just create more harm than good. Let me see if I can get this. Okay. So with that being said, one of the things I wanted to say is that the immediate feedback is that with the Freestyle Libre, you get that real time technology for high or low readings. Trend analysis show that the system itself, which is pretty cool, tracks your glucose, so you don't have to write it down with a piece of paper over time. And it helps users to identify these patterns. Like, so I ate a French fry and I noticed my blood sugar went up, but I ate rice and it didn't go up. So you know what to eat, but not only what to eat, but when to eat it. Like, I ate that at 2:30, I ate that at 12:30, I ate that at 10:30. So it keeps these trends on point for you so that you know that you're not going to have a continuous issue, but it's got a continuous monitoring feature, which is bomb because it finds, the information for you, and you have fewer finger sticks, pricks, and tests, which could be more convenient and less painful. Especially if you have an older parent or aunt or uncle that you want to assist, this getting put in their arm, you know, they have to be mindful not to bump into anything. So that's one thing. But as for the impact and longevity and kidney health, the Freestyle Libre system can be very valuable in helping diabetics manage their blood sugar levels more effectively. Because in maintaining this better control over your blood sugar, you can reduce the risk of diabetes related complications, including kidney problems, having to see the nephrologist. But there are specific statistics on the impact of the Freestyle Libre itself, system, and its longevity and kidney health. And it can vary depending on every person, but the factors overall are great with diabetes management. And this is crazy to me because, this is something that I wish my mom, um, it had become available because I started using it before she passed, but it was too late to help her because she was in stage 4 kidney failure. So it wasn't eligible for a transplant. Had I had good kidneys, I would have thought about it. But I'm not saying no. I have good kidneys. Had I not, if I didn't have to worry about diabetes, I would have considered. But for precise statistics, one of the things I want to tell you, there's research on the GCMs, impact of GCMs, or which are I forgot to see glucomonitors. They're controlled glucomonitors like Freestyle Libre on longevity and kidney health. You can consult like medical studies and reputable sources in the diabetes community, or consulting with your doctor because that's going to give you the best information. Now, an endocrinologist, to be more specific, is the provider who actually helps people with certain endocrine issues like diabetes. So you could ask if you're insured, if you can go to an endocrinologist. Sometimes insurance will provide you with a nurse or a practitioner that will call you and make sure that they help you to maintain your diabetes. But guys, get a hold on it, get a grip on it. Don't let it beat you. You can do this, you can outdo this. But they'll provide you some tailor fitted insights on what you can do and ways to help you in your individual condition. So bear that in mind. But if you don't take care of your blood sugar, just beware that these levels, when you have diabetes, can lead to a range of serious health complications. Consistent high blood sugar levels can damage various organs, as I said, and systems in your body over time. And some potential complications can include cardiovascular issues with your heart. It can increase the risk of heart disease, stroke, and other cardiovascular problems. When a lot of your loved ones have a stroke, once they have one stroke, sometimes they have petit mal, grandma, grandpa seizures, and these don't go away. They continue to come back, and they can keep having them. It can cause the kidney damage. Uncontrolled diabetes can lead to kidney damage and eventually kidney failure. So you want to be mindful. Now, sometimes when you're diabetic, they'll put you on what they call a diabetic cocktail. And in that process, you have to monitor blood pressure medicine, high cholesterol medicine, and then your blood sugar oral medication. And in those processes, you have to see how that's affecting your body because you will have been maybe using stuff for so long that your sugar's been so high that you haven't had to worry about, medication until now, and then it makes you feel some kind of way. But keep it in mind with some of the other risks of keeping high blood pressure. If you don't take your medication, you don't take the cocktail, you don't monitor your blood sugars, you can have severe nerve damage. I know that as a diabetic, my mom, she had vein and vascular disease, and so that stopped pumping blood to the bottom of her legs to where her little shins. Sometimes diabetics, when they have diabetes, they lose weight and their whole body becomes big at the top, small at the bottom. And so when it's smaller at the bottom, it's you can have vascular disease, which reduces the blood flow. And then if you have one little scratch, two little scratches, they start looking scars on your body, um, like you're on drugs or something, child, because they don't heal very well, and then they're like brown and very discoloring on your skin. Some doctors will say, "Oh, that's just your melanin." Bullshit. It's because you have vein and vascular disease in your lower extremities, and the blood's not pumping, and it's not healing. Not saying the doctors ain't right about certain things, but some doctors don't specialize in shit that you need help with. So that's important for you to know what kind of doctor you need. Find it, get it, deal with it. Okay? Deal with it. But anyway, she had scars all over her legs and it was just horrible. And so I was getting that. So then I was like, my sister brought it up and then we were like, whoa. So, anyway, I started dealing with it. And when my blood sugars started going down, those darknesses of the scars, it was weird. It was like they just picked right back up where they were at and started healing and they were going away. They weren't leaving the dark marks. But that's when I talk about nerve damage. It's elevated blood sugar levels that can create this nerve damage, leading to neuropathy, which means you have no feeling in your feet, you have no feeling in your extremities, and it can result in pain and tingling and loss of sensation in the extremities. So you got to be mindful of this. And they give you, next thing you know, they add into the cocktail. You on gabapentin now. People, they say you can't have overdose on gabapentin, but anyway, that's a whole nother story. Gabapentin helps with nerve damage, and you just don't want to be on another drug. Like, give me a break. I I just don't see the need in being on another drug if you don't have to. Eye problems. Let me tell y'all about my eyes. Now, thank you, Jesus, and praise his name. I have been blessed with a beautiful color of amber in my eyes. Now, they used to be lighter. I guess they still change. They get lighter and darker. Anyway, point is, child, one time it was some stuff going on. I couldn't see, and it got all cloudy and misty, and I was like looking through a sea of it was like starch water. When you boil rice and the water becomes starchy, that's what it looked like. I was trying to see through in my eyes, and I would only notice it when a light would be on, like now, because my blood sugars have been fluctuating a lot because I'm regulating and trying to stabilize them. And the better I get at that, the lower they go. My eyes are fine, my feet are fine, all these things are fine. But anyway, when you see lights, you see like a halo around it. And long story short, you start having nerve damage in your eyes, and they have to do laser surgery where they zap the back of your eyes with a high pressured gun of electricity, or uh, I don't know what that is. It's like electricity, if you ask me. And so they just do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. And then when you get done with the surgery, they do it in their office. They do it with your eyes open, and what they're doing is they're sealing up holes that have popped out in the back of your eyeball because your blood sugar got so high the inflammation creates pressure and they start to explode through the back of your eye. So the inflammation is nothing more than fluid coming out, but it's creating broken blood vessels in your eye. So they have to go in there and seal those blood vessels off. It's not fun, but thank God I've gotten my managed to a place where I would go back to the ophthalmologist. So, and see, here's another reason. You go to the diabetic Dr. Child, you got the ophthalmologist, you got the endocrinologist, you got the nephrologist. Child, you got all kind of ologists. And the thing of it is, I keep them because I want to make sure that I'm on top of things. You see what I'm saying? And with that being said, you are good. Foot complications. Never forget, mom got a toe cut off. She used to pick and pick and pick, and we were like, ew, quit picking at it. And it never healed. And she got that toe chopped off. Then she got the foot chopped off. Not the foot. Wait, toe. And did she get no, toe, then all the toes. And then next thing you know, she got the leg from the knee down. And the doctor was like telling us that and just so y'all know, if you have a parent, a grandparent, an aunt, and uncle who has to get an amputation, the doctors will tell you that they have a life expectancy of lower than 30 to 20% because most people, once their extremities get amputated, they don't want to live anymore. So they get severely depressed. So please don't let that happen to them. But me and my sister, we was all up in mom's face rolling around with that one leg, honey. And we made her laugh about that. We got a prosthesis and she had a leg, and it's not funny, but it was funny because I remember we were moving out of my apartment or my house, and she said, "Don't forget my leg." Jesus. But what happened? My son forgot the damn leg. Shit, we went through so much for the damn leg. But she didn't need it after all. And she, mom was my road dog. I'd help her in and out of that wheelchair, put the wheelchair in the back of the Charger, scoot her in the front seat of the Charger, and we was out to the doctor and everything. And one time, child, was so freaking funny. She said, "Oh, I think I'm having a heart attack." And girl rushed her to the hospital, rolled up to the hospital, and she got one of them sports bras on, child, that she had got twisted up, tangled, and mangled underneath her, that it was cutting off her circuit line. So anyway, funny shit. But love my mama, love being with her in her last days. And I learned so much because I became her healthcare provider. I didn't get paid for it because I didn't want to get paid because I felt that was just like that was my mom. I wasn't going to get paid to take care of her. But anyway, skin infections, high blood sugar levels, ill. It can, and again, it puts sores on your body. They stink, blah, dental issues, stanky breath. You know what I'm saying? Slow healing wounds. You know, ketosis, where you have a lot of sugar in your urine, you can't get it out. It causes all these different things, and it's a dangerous condition. And it's diabetic ketosis, which requires immediate medical attention because you could go into a diabetic coma. And then hypoglycemia, low blood sugar, because, say you eat 2 or 3 candy bars and you think that's going to help you, goes up, goes down, goes up, goes down, boom. So, but anyway, proper management of blood sugar, y'all, stay on top of this shit. Don't let it take you out of here. If you're going to let something take you out of here, shoot, it might as well be sex. I'm just saying. But we're not talking about that either, are we? Strap up. Damn. Anyway, love y'all. I'm coming back just for 5 minutes of information. Child, stuff just be falling over. I'm coming. Oh, it was a green screen. See what I'm saying? I'm so over it. I'll be right back with our last topic, 5 minutes about New Orleans.